I think this is everyone now at the moment. I think everyone has an idea that there's someone out there with a really extensive, powerful network. I'm doubtful that this is the case. I think we're all kind of in the YouTube soup. I think the people who do have a lot of connections work really hard at it. Like, they don't treat it as like, oh, I like to hang out.
There's a historian, or I say historical author, called Dominic Sambrook. He's one of the co-hosts on the Rest is History podcast.
Yeah,
it's a good podcast. I've read Tom Holland. I haven't read Dominic Sambrook, but Dominic Sambrook is he's a historian, so he's comparatively level-headed compared to his political colleagues, because he reads history. And he was talking about writing history and the publishers that he talks to, because he can actually publish history books because people know him and they'll buy his books. And he was talking to them, and from the publisher's perspective, he's part of the problem. Because people, in their point of view, the people who were reading history are now listening to it. So they're listening to his podcast instead of reading the books.
Yeah, I see.
Now, he isn't as convinced that people were actually reading history books in the subway instead of listening, and now they're listening to a podcast instead of doing that. But there is a point there, which is the YouTube soup.
Yeah.
I listen to that podcast, and I also read, but I probably would read more if podcasts didn't exist.
Oh, I know I would, because I was an adult before podcasts.
Well, there you go. I remember being a teenager before YouTube was what it is now, and I read every day, like 4 hours a day. So, that's compelling. I think you probably communicated the idea to me first of actually probably no one's doing better now. We're all worse off because of the current state of affairs. Demographically, culturally, socially, religiously, no one's doing better. Some people are winning.
I think so.
Some people are winning, but they're not. Yeah. They're not winning compared to 20 years ago.
No, I don't think so. I actually have a new piece of evidence on that.
Oh yeah.
So I was 20 in 2009, and I was at university. And
what time of your life?
Oh yes. Although remember the financial crisis, the global financial crisis had just happened, and it had. Watching everyone run around like headless chickens convinced me that actually no one at the top understood what they were doing. Which, I mean, I'm sure someone had some idea, but the system as a whole did not. So that was distressing. Anyway.
That was my COVID.
Yes,
I was 19 in 2020. Yeah. And I was like, oh, no one has any idea what we're doing.
But here's the part that's interesting. Yeah. Or at least the narrative piece of information, data. There was a TV show called Misfits, which I highly enjoyed. It's a British TV show. It's about 5 kids doing community service. There's a storm. They get superpowers. That's it. That's the entire story. But it's a British show, so instead of getting really useful superpowers that are under their complete control and then sort of rising to the moral occasion like an American show, no. The superpowers are janky, often useless, and mostly make their lives worse. Or just seriously inconvenient.
Okay.
So it's a funny show. If you watch too much of it at once, it's bad for you because it is thoroughly nihilistic. Oh. And I noticed this because I rewatched a chunk of it. You don't feel good. And I remember the environment because I knew a lot of people like this. I knew a lot of people who liked the bands that were featured in the show, who had the same attitudes, the way of thinking. And I remember very specifically, and it's in the show, is that the young people are not doing well, but they're not suffering. It's not terrible. Mm-hmm. Everything around them is kind of stable. Their parents have houses or flats. Their parents might be divorced, but they know them. Everything is the goal is just keep it as it is.
Yeah.
I honestly think that's been Britain for the last 15 years. I'm sorry, I'm taking a while, but I'll get to the point.
No,
which is, the kids have phones, but they don't have social media. Social media is not present in the show at all.
But they like text each other or call.
They text and call, and
yeah.
So the phones are in the show. Like smartphones often aren't in TV shows, or they're kind of to the side. No, the phones are a very significant part of the show in different ways. But they used to meet up. They're used as a booster to social life.
Right.
And this is completely natural. And so it's how to go to the pub, how to go to the party. I'll meet you at this place. I know this person because he's a friend of a friend. And these are kids at the low end of society. And they have a better social life than almost everyone I know.
Yeah. Right.
Sorry, it took a while to get there.
No. That's in fact, your description of the social atmosphere in the show reminded me of what I saw in the UK when I was a teenager. When I would visit the UK, and so people would go, "Oh, right, okay, yeah, they're not doing great," but exactly as you described, the surrounding structure is still up. Gosh, yeah. So okay. Here's some context. I don't see all the people that I know who have a good social life. It's with people that they've known from before social media. I volunteer, like I'm part of a local cultural society, I suppose you call it. And it was founded by young women in their 20s. And their goal, or what they envisioned was, well, it would be great to have this be intragenerational, so to have young people meet old people and have a place they can do things together. But they assumed, I know this because I'm good friends with the founder, she assumed that it would be young people running it. Like the bulk of the people doing things and coming up with ideas and making it happen would be young people. It's not the case. There are 3 young people in the society. I'm one of them. I brought the 3rd. So it was her and retirees.
Yeah.
And that's admirable in its own way because, it's like just, if without going deep, it's like, oh, cool, these retirees are doing things. Or they're they're like in their 60s, they're close to retiring. But then you're like, oh, where are the young people? Because they exist. We're not like in Children of Men yet. They exist, but they're not doing anything.
Another point from Misfits, it's very clear in the show, and this is like an unconscious thing. It's not like they planned it. It was just the world around them.
Okay.
That to be at home, they'd just be bored. They were going out to the pub or the club or the event or whatever. That was the most entertaining option they had. They didn't think about it. The problem is, right now, that set of people are mostly at home, listening to podcasts, playing video games.
On Reddit, yeah. And they don't need to go outside for, well, I was going to say for romance, but for the
stimulation.
For stimulation, let's say.